Hello everyone, it's pumpkin season, and following up from my YouTube short today, I'm turning the insides of the pumpkin into a creamy, wholesome soup packed with antioxidants like beta-carotene, vitamin A and C. Hey, did you know the pumpkin and butternut squash also protect against cell damage and inflammation? I've added warm spices for the rich, cozy flavor. If you love anti-inflammatory recipes with a unique twist, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me here on the Anti-Inflammation Kitchen. Now let's go ahead and get cooking. So first I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan. Then to the pan add 2 medium onions which have been sliced and diced. Then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt to the onions, and that will make it sweat and cook faster. When the onions became a little brown, I added 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste and I stirred this for about 5 minutes. In addition, I also added 4 cloves of garlic going in. I know, lots of garlic going in, but it's going to be worth it, trust me. You can always add a little bit of water if you feel the onions are getting stuck to the pan. Then I added half a teaspoon of cardamom for the warm, citrusy taste. Then I added about a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg, and this will give a nice warm, deep flavor to the soup. Then I added some pieces of fresh pumpkin to this, followed by some chopped pieces of squash to this. Next, I'm going to add a quarter cup of chicken broth to this. After a few minutes, while the squash and the pumpkin were on the pan, you can smell a nice sweet aroma in the kitchen. It was so nice. I went ahead and I closed the lid to the pumpkin and the squash, and I just let this cook for about 20 to 30 minutes until it became nice and soft. If you need to add more chicken stock, you can go ahead and do that. After 20 or 30 minutes, I went ahead and I opened the lid, I stirred this up, and then I let the pumpkin and the squash come to room temperature. And now for the next part, I went ahead and I took the cool down squash and the pumpkin, I took it over to the blender and I poured this in. You will need some chicken broth, and I used about half a cup of this to blend this all together. As you blend this, you will notice the pumpkin coming together in a smooth, fine puree, and this is what you want to see. Add 1 tablespoon of rosemary to this. I just added paprika for the little kick. The quantity depends on you. Then I just blended this all together, poured this back into the pan, and cooked this for about 5 minutes. This pumpkin and butternut squash soup, it blended perfectly together. The pumpkin added that gentle sweetness while the butternut squash had that silky richness. Each spoonful felt cozy and warm, like a hug on a chilly day. The hint of cardamom and nutmeg added the right touch of spice and smokiness, making it comforting, soothing, and full of anti-inflammatory goodness. And let me tell you guys, 1 cup of the soup is not enough. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this recipe with someone who loves a good bowl of comfort food. See you next time on the Anti-Inflammation Kitchen.